Wednesday from the Redneck Garage. Well, it has finally quit raining here. It's been raining for like 3 days. It got feeling like winter again. Today the sun's out and it's starting to feel nice again. And I'm out here looking at the Jeep. And today I'm working on vacuum lines, and I have no clue. I'm like a Christmas goose, just stupid about them. So I'm looking for some vacuum schematics on it, and hopefully I can pick those up. I've been working on getting the radiator and the condenser mounted. I ordered a couple parts for that. Of course, I had to order parts. And first I wanted to show you this super cool tool that I got, and it's almost kind of like a homemade deal, but this thing works freaking awesome. So let's take a look at that. Thought I would show you a tool that I bought on eBay that turned out to be really pretty stinking cool. It was about $100, 110, somewhere around there. If you go to like a parts truck or industrial supply place, you can buy what's called a smoker to test your evap and all those lines, and they're about $1,000, $899, somewhere around there. So I got on eBay and I was searching for a smoker type thing. Truthfully, for $100, by the time you bought all the piece parts and everything and you messed around with it, you know, at some point your time's worth a little bit, right? So I bought what's called a smoker on eBay, and it's super cool. It's got two 12-volt leads. It hooks up to the battery, and let's take a look at the inside of it. It says here in the instructions to pour 16 ounces, which is probably about 3/4 of this bottle, into it, so it saturates the wick really well. And that's what we're going to do. You can use mineral oil or you can use baby oil. So you might say, why do you need a smoker? You know, unless you're going to put something really good in it. No, it's baby oil. Anyway, you want to be able to find any type of vacuum leaks, because those can throw a code and check engine light and everything else, and it'll affect the running of the vehicle. So we're going to be putting a carburetor on Devin's Jeep, and I'm going to be hooking up lines on this one. So I want to go back in and be able to check and make sure that I don't have any vacuum leaks, that I didn't miss a line or something like that. So these are invaluable for that kind of testing and procedure. And for $100, this is a great tool to have in your garage. So I'm going to pour some oil in it. We're going to hook it up. We're going to see how it works. Because I think baby oil is like mineral oil with like a little bit of smell to it. That's probably about 16 ounces, whatever. I'm going to hook up the terminals to my Super Duty battery terminals, which I'm really happy with. Alright, hopefully the battery's not dead. Oh yeah, look at that smoke coming off of there. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, I had to readjust the heating coil. It's not supposed to be in the oil, it's supposed to be on the wick only, and the wick actually just sucks the oil up into it, so that makes sense. Oh yeah, so that's working a lot better. So let's put the top on and see how it works. Alright, I got the top on really well, and we will hook up our air line. There's your smoke. Looks great. Look at the smoke coming out of this thing. That's awesome. For $100, this thing works as well as one of the $1,000 ones. So I was super excited about how that thing worked for about $100. That smoker is the real deal. Anyway, I'm going to look at the schematics and I'm going to see if I can get any headway made. See if I can get some vacuum lines put on this pig. Randy's here! And you can tell there's a beer in his hand, but no, he didn't bring it. He raided my refrigerator again. Everybody wants to know, why don't you ever bring beer? You drink it, you never bring it.
Oh.
What?
Haven't got around to that yet.
Oh, you hadn't got around to it yet. Anyway, I'm glad he comes over regardless. We're drinking some Blue Moon. He's got a regular Blue Moon. And I'm drinking a Blue Moon Summer Honey Wheat, which is kind of sweet, but it's pretty good. So anyway, still working on the Jeep. Okay, so as far as mounting the top of the condenser, it goes into these two holes here, and I've got some nutserts. If you remember our video a while back, the nutserts will work great for being able to put the condenser in the top, here and here. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then we kind of look at the bottom where that thing mounts here. So it's pretty easy, you just thread your nutsert on, and put it in the hole, crimp it down. Then unscrew it. It's actually a little hard to get up in there to view it, but you can see where it mushroomed out at the edge, right at the sheet metal, so that's going to work great. I found that one thing you can't find at Home Depot and Lowe's and things like that is good metric bolts and nuts. So I got these from eBay, River City fasteners, and I'll put them in my metric cabinet. But I can tell you this is much cheaper to buy them like this than, you know, 1 or 2 at a time at Home Depot for $2 a piece. And then I'll just keep these on hand because you always need 6, 8, 10s, and 12s when you're working on a Jeep. Alright, so there's my new bolts that I got ordered in from eBay. Some 10s. And how good does that look? That looks factory, doesn't it? Awesome. I got the condenser about mounted in where it's supposed to go. I got this radiator on eBay probably about last year anyway. And the paint has popped off one of these support brackets and it looks like about an $89 radiator what I paid for it. So I got to clean this up and treat that metal and then paint it again because I won't put it all like this on there. And then I should be able to mount the radiator, so that's super cool. I don't know what in the heck happened. You can kind of see the metal. Maybe it's oily or something. There's like some kind of crap on it. But it all came off in like sheets. So, but the other side didn't do that. Just one side. Look at that. So I'll probably put this in a electronic bath, get all the rust off of it, treat it, and then paint it, and then we'll be ready to mount the radiator. So we got our electrostatic bath. I'm putting a link up to that because this is the coolest stuff ever. You can see it rolling off of there. Rust and garbage. And very little work involved with this. Just a battery charger, anode, a little bit of soapy water. So by tomorrow this will be completely rust free. We can paint it and mount it back to our radiator and we can put it in. Alright, that's the progress I made for today. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get the vacuum lines done, run, figured out, all that. Should have the radiator ready to go back in once we get that plate done. What else I got? All kinds of junk. Anyway, I'm happy that we're actually working on this part of the Jeep. I'm David from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.